If you like big fields, maps with big fields on farming similar to 25, you may like this map. It's Prairie Farm, Michigan, and it's got some gigantic fields. It also has some hidden gems that I'm going to go over. You start here at the shop when you first turn the game on, which is convenient because it's right across the street from your cool farm over there. I guess we'll just start with this building here. These buildings are similar to Frankenmuth. So you get this one. I like it because you can drive through with some big equipment. You've got a beet harvester there with the header because you have a field full of beets. We'll look at those in a second. Coming over here, you got a nice workshop. Here's your house. You go there to sleep, and you have a trigger on the back for a wardrobe. All right, this is your biggest garage here. And the equipment is packed in here. Okay, it is packed in here. You've got a big semi here, Volvo with 500 horsepower, and it has a double trailer on the back. Each one has two partitions. So this puppy holds 80,000 liters of goods. You have two of these big tractors here with 700 and something horsepower. Those are big. You got the little John Deere 6R. You've got a lime spreader, which you need. You got two case harvesters. However, I would like to have the biggest case harvester, but this will definitely get you going with two of them. You got a nice international pickup truck. You got the headers for your harvester. Oh, now this deal is full of fuel. Okay, it comes full, 3,750 liters, which is interesting because the gas station is not operable. So I guess you'd have to put in your own fuel tank. You got this tipper wagon you can put out at your field. It's pretty big. You've got the largest planter that takes liquid fertilizer and also seeds. And you have the largest seeder that takes solid fertilizer and seeds. You've got two large shallow cultivators, and you pull those with those big tractors. We just cycle through here. You got a case, the other case. Okay, you got a case tractor. We'll look at the menu in a second. Another case tractor, so your planters and seeders are hooked up. One of your big ones, another one of your big ones, and your little John Deere there. And you've got a sprayer right here with a tank. You got a little Kubota. So we're going to show you those large fields in just a second. Let me show you this gizmo. Why do you have it? Well, I'll just show you real quick. There's a couple of places on your farm, like this corner right here. If you want to use it, I actually put something here, but it's got these rocks that are in the way. So what you got to do is come over here with this gizmo. Turn it on. Look, the rocks magically disappear. Now let me show you something. It leaves a spot or two right here. You cannot get that up. So what you got to do is you do that for all the rocks. Then you go to construction, down here to landscaping, over to painting, and you paint those little spots with grass like that. If you don't, it won't let you put anything there. It says, something's in the way. So once you bust up all those rocks and paint the little spots that are left, you can use this land to put a building or something. So that's what I wanted to show you with that. Now, something across the way there. Let me show you a hidden gem here, right across the way. Okay, that's here. Now look at this. You can buy this little piece of property for $13,000. We're going to do that. Okay, now we're going to visit. Because when you buy that for 13,000, you get this building for free and the land is cheap. So this is a hidden gem on this map. And check this out. If you didn't want the building, you could sell it for 17.5 and just made a profit. But it's a nice building to put some extra equipment in. So, or you could sell it and make a profit and use this for production or something. The one thing about the map, by the way, there's more rocks over here, so don't get rid of your little rock chipper yet. But this is a beautiful building. Look at that, for 13 grand and change. So that's one of the hidden gems. There's also some collectibles here. There's 10 toy tractors and there's 10 giant sugar beets. So I'm not going to show you what those are, but I did find several of those. They're not too hard to find. And they're $10,000 each. So a little bit of a bonus. Let's take a look at the map here. What I meant by large fields. Look at this. You have this one, that's 38 acres, 42 acres. Now check out this big one here. That's 90 acres. So you have 90 acres of wheat, 42 acres of corn, 38 acres of sugar beets. Now, you want to slow time down because it took me forever to harvest all this. So, yeah, be sure your time is slowed down. You're going to run out of daylight or run out of midnight before you get all these harvested. So you have these very large fields here, and there's some other little places you could buy. Look at this. Let's visit this. It's a nice little field area here. Let's go over here. Visit this guy real quick. Okay, there's Ben, and look, there's a toy tractor. So just to give you an example, okay, we just got $10,000. So you can look around there. All right, let me show you in the menu your equipment. Okay, you got the largest seeder, lime spreader, two decent size harvesters with the accompanying header, and you have both corn headers and grain headers. You got this tractor with 374 horsepower. You got another case with 435. Those are hooked to your planters and seeders. You got these big ones, two of these for 778 horsepower, these Quadratracs. Pretty nice tractors. So you start out with some really nice equipment. You got this gizmo to put out at your field, put your stuff in. You got your header for your beet harvester. You have a lot of money in equipment here. You got a small sprayer and a tank that goes with that. You got an old International pickup truck. Got the John Deere 6R with 234 horsepower, the largest planter, and your little Kubota, and you got your Kubota rock chopper there, and you got two of these Load King trailers that are behind your semi, and that's just the blade for the rock chopper. You got two of these shallow cultivators, and you got your fuel tank there, and your Volvo with 500 horsepower. Now loaded down, it's a little sluggish, so you might want to upgrade that with one with a little more horsepower when you get a chance. Let's look at a few things on the map. Okay, we're going to pop down here to where Katie is. This is your animal market. Okay, you come here to get animals if you want to do that. And look at this old gas station. There's no gas. So I don't know what the deal is there. I guess the town wouldn't do them well financially. Good thing you start out with 3,750 liters of fuel. And you got a place for manure and liquid manure. All right, there's a couple of these other little places on the map that you can get some deals as you expand your map. Look at that, you can buy this for 23 grand, includes these cool buildings. Look at that, for $23,000. So if you expand over this direction and get some more equipment, you can stage it over here and you got a nice place to put that. So that's cool. So the fields are all big. They're expensive. This one is, $600,000, but you have a lot of borrowing capacity because you have a lot of land and equipment already. That one's 615. This big one down here, it's going to be 1.3 mil. Like I say, there you go. Now this field here that you own has these power poles. It's kind of aggravating. So does this one. I end up after I cultivated these, I sold them and I bought these just because it was a little easier to harvest using the AIs. Okay, you got another of your buddies over here, Walter. So it's his little farm. There might be some collectibles here. You got David down here. There's some collectibles in and around these houses. Hey, I've been to Michigan and Northern Illinois, and this is what farms look like. Let's jump back to your farm. Okay, now you got some nice buildings, but notice something's missing. You do not have a silo, but you have some land here where you can put some stuff. I put a grain mill right here, and I put a large silo on this side over here because you have some land. So you don't have it, but you have room to put it. So there you go. use some of that borrowing power. You're going to need it because you'll get a lot more for your crops if you wait, to the optimum time to sell it. Okay, let's go down here. A lot of your sell points are down here. You got the sawmill. Now, production wise, you have the sawmill that you can buy. You got a sell point there. And then over here, you have these gizmos. It's a beet piler. And what it's going to do is give you beets and terra dirt. Let's just take a look here. Okay, there's your sawmill. So it gives you beets and terra dirt that you can sell. If you want to get into productions, you can buy those. And that's it on the map. There's nothing else, nothing that you own, nothing else on the map. So if you want to do dairy or whatever, you'll need to put that somewhere. But it's a blank slate. But it's not in the wilderness. You do have a farmer's market right here that you can sell your stuff right next to the sawmill. And there you go. Pretty cool map. Looks neat. It looks like the real deal there in Michigan. So you buy your stuff, pick it up here, then take it over here for maintenance, but you have your own shop too for maintenance. So that's really convenient. And that's pretty much the map. That's Prairie Farm, Michigan. It looks like Michigan, farms in Michigan included. Be careful with these ditches. Using the AI, you want to border your field because I got in this ditch a time or two and had to reset my equipment. And they're kind of neat though. They're pretty realistic. Sometimes you'll see water coming out of the culvert, especially when it rains. It's like, well, that's kind of cool. It looked real. And that's the farm. So if you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Pretty cool farm. Don't forget to clear those rocks. Let me know what you think. I'm Farmer Teacher. I'll see you on the next go round. Share this with your farming buddies. Bye bye.